So right here, this is the first smartphone that I ever owned. It is a iPhone 3GS, and it's pretty interesting. I bought it used for 150 bucks in 2012, like right around January, February then, and I think it ended on version 6.0. The old YouTube app doesn't work anymore. Can't watch YouTube on it, at least in that realm. And we'll take a look and see. Here you can see some different information about it there. I had this jailbroken back in the day. A buddy of mine helped me with it. I could update it to that version of software. Um, it's just kind of interesting. I really like the aesthetics because the 3GS, you can see the 32 gig hard drive, all that was really quite a culturally significant phone. I mean, I think that the technological saying is with technology, the first generation is really the one that's the most innovative and interesting, and there's a ton of bugs in it. The second generation, they fine tune it a bit, there's less bugs in it, but the third generation is really where it's perfected. And what's nice is you have the iPhone 3G, and then the iPhone 3GS. And this phone runs on the 3G network, and a lot of the 3G networks they're going to phase out. You can see where the SIM card would go. It's a silver thing there. Headphone jack. Oh my God, an iPhone with a headphone jack. And just I have a couple pages of apps. Got my little Sims on there. Um, all that, and it's pretty beat up. I used it quite a bit, basically from 2012, I would say, till 2015. I had an old iPod Touch before this. I even bought one of the fancy iPod Touch 5th gens that was a little more sophisticated than this. And you can see the old plug. It's one of those big old plugs down there. And I just like the construction quality of it. And my old iPod, I gave it to a buddy of mine. I didn't really need it anymore. And then this one, I've just kept it around. The iPod Touch I bought after this, it just doesn't boot up at all. I've tried it and it just died on me. And really, the only device that I use is an old iPad that I won at a charity auction. And I gave it to my mother, and then I bought her a new one the other year or two ago. So this is my rambling about the 3GS and the iOS technology. I really think um, up until maybe 2013, when the Motorola brand, like Moto G, Moto X, those rolled out, that's when I think the Android market actually got pretty competitive. I'm using a Moto G right now to shoot this on, and I've really enjoyed it. It's a 6th gen, I believe, Moto G. I've had a 1st gen, 3rd gen, and 6th gen. I'm hoping this one will last quite a while. It's almost on 2 years, but this is my little video about the 3GS, and I just thought it was fascinating that the technology came out about 11 years ago. I can still use it. It was on my Wi-Fi network. It wasn't slow, it wasn't very usable, but it's kind of an archive of screenshots and images preserved from past eras in kind of a historic format. It's kind of a digital archaeological dig um, that someone would look through. But I enjoyed shooting this video here, and maybe I'll do a couple about different technologies, my thoughts on them, and other revelations. And I'll call this Understanding the iPhone 3GS in under 5 minutes. Like, comment, subscribe for more life enriching content.